You talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents. The first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now I have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting... We're able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the run, it's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's more to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Third and long coming up. Moore from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Davison. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Working the ground game. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have 4th down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Davison.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll go play action with Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Caught! Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out wide left, it's Moore. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Wide. 53. Ready, go.
From the gun, it's Davison.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. from the gun on third down. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
And they're not on the same page there. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Moore. Rushes on, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Moore to the air. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody, you know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
Running inside, it's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Hill. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is from the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Bulldogs offense is on the field ready to get this drive cranked up. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. To the air, it's Stockton. Over the middle, it's Williams. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Dogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Hill. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore with the play fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Slips through the line. He's got it alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're
Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
well on defense. They know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
To the ground. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing more. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Third and long right here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hits inside, it's Frazier. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fires quickly. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the...
Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Looking downfield, it's stopped. Drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, going to throw it. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Oregon 16, Georgia 7. Number 92, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. They're all over him. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air. It's Stockton. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has it with really good field position. Moore. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go, ready. Blue 30. Hey, move. Ready, go.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dante Moore. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Coming out with it, it's Phillips. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Throwing more. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
In the gun on third down. Moore. And he gets rid of it.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Looking deep. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
On first down, Nate Frazier. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bowens. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO got it. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldog! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Stewart. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Moore to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. and the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Second and long here. The run inside. It's Davison. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue. Check. 82, ISO. 82, ISO. Ready, go.
Moore. Rushes on. And down he goes.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Moore from the gun on third down. Look out! On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, it's Bowen. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the right. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down, your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called, receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Running inside, it's Davison. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Dante Moore escapes the pressure to his right. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go. Ready. 180. 1, 2, go.
Moore, play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Right side, it's Humphreys. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Right on target this time. He's got enough for the first down, and... roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
To the air, it's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Throwing right. Got his man. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got his man. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Wants to keep it in the air. Hit as he throws. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sets his feet, it's Stockton. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Quick give. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing more. They're all over it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Moore will throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the end zone. Got it on the outside. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Down, ready. Jack, check. 22-90 mountain. 22-90 mountain. Ready to go.
From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go. Ready. Flag 18. Go, go.
They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From deep, it's Phillips. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Takes a hit as he fires. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, State, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Ready. 129, 129. Go, go.
On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Right side, it's Johnson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Run in the red zone, it's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. When you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only